going on, everyone? It's Gin Sofa. New episode out right now. We got Mike here.
What's up? Good to be back.
Yeah, Chris Thiago as always. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
I got a question for you guys. You guys, if you would entertain me.
Hit me.
Can I?
Yeah.
So I was hanging out, I was doing laundry. We all do laundry, right?
Okay.
Sure.
Mike, you might not. I don't know. You got a wife. I'm just kidding.
I do my own.
Yeah, so I'm hanging up clothes. Do you ever not dry certain clothes so they don't shrink or whatnot?
Yeah.
I bet you do, Chris. You got collared shirts and stuff. Pacifically, collared shirts, man.
Yeah.
Polos. And I'm sitting there hanging this polo up. And
I don't know. I feel like it's going to be great.
And I'm looking at the collar. Okay, and I'm putting the collar down, and the collar is on the right side. It's perfect. It's it was bought in the store. But the left one is in the middle, chopped off, and the fold is way up, 10 meters up, right?
Right.
What the fuck, bro? Have we not advanced in society enough to where my polos don't fold randomly, Chris?
Yeah. No joke. I have completely replaced all of my collars with button collars because of this exact thing. I do not want to be fumbling with a collar.
But it's also the polos are the hard, the thick collar. It's you know what I'm talking about, Mike? You look confused.
If you have the button down collar right now, but you know what I mean?
I don't have the issue.
Oh, you got a button down? Perfect. I'm coming over now.
So
I'm coming to inspect.
I'm coming to inspect. I'll show you what it's up.
Yeah,
he's like,
shit. Got a button.
Yeah, you check this out. Oh, no, you got a button. Good job. But you know, it's folded like this, right? Imagine this one's folded up here like this.
I don't have that issue.
But you know what I'm talking about.
Sure.
You've seen polos like that.
Okay, so
You've
what
seen
I'm
that.
saying is,
this is a thing.
all of my shirts that I wash, they either, it's weird, I kind of have a one or the other. Either one, it's not that big of a deal if it's not perfect when it comes out of the dryer, or two, I still take my shit to the dry cleaner.
Whoa.
I don't,
Wait,
if
a dry cleaner?
Yeah. If I am not putting it in the dryer, I am not air drying it. I'm taking it and I'm not even washing it. I'm taking it to a dry cleaner. So like my Express, button down shirts and shit like that.
You still wear Express?
Oh yeah. And I still take to a dry cleaner.
Oh my God. I just think that's a lot of work, bro.
I know. And it's a lot of money, but you know what?
It is a lot of money. Yeah, that's also an aspect.
I think that's why they make those magnetic collar stays.
Not really. You're not supposed to put those in the dryer.
No. I mean,
afterwards.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, you put them on afterwards, and that's what
pulls it down.
Pulls it to fix it. But I also agree because I'll pull a shirt out and be like, bro, what is happening?
Yeah, what?
How did this collar just
I can't even
half of it's crinkled and flying up over here.
It's folded over a fourth of it.
Yeah.
Over, the rest of it's just sticking straight up.
And sometimes you ever you don't really care for a while, but then you suddenly get you have 3 lines, fold lines, especially
creases,
with polo.
creases
Creases.
Yeah.
That's the word. I was gonna say pleats.
Yeah.
But
Pleats.
polos have those really thick.
Mm-hmm.
Not like our shirts.
No, they're made of that thick material.
Yeah, so when they crease, they're
they crease hard. They crease really hard.
Yeah.
And you can't, it's almost like you gotta get rid of this shirt at this point. I can't wear this shit.
I'm just gonna burn
How
it.
have we gone to 2023? I'm talking
whoa.
I got an AI DJ on Spotify. You know?
Oh, did you get the email?
No.
For, shout out AI DJ. Apparently, I got an email that was would you you're using it a lot. Would you like to take a survey and help us?
Oh, cool.
Because it's in beta.
It's in beta.
Yeah.
I didn't get an email. You use it way more than me, I guess. Mike, you ever use the AI DJ?
No. What's this on?
Oh my God. That's Spotify.
I don't have Spotify.
You're a physical media
Wait
guy,
a second,
aren't you?
bro.
Yeah.
How do you listen to Jan Sofa?
Through Apple Podcasts.
That's right. Also on YouTube and Spotify. Yeah, so that's cool. But I'm saying they have an AI DJ now.
Yeah.
But we can't perfect a fucking collar.
Yeah.
Like, what's up with that?
What's up with a fucking
Should
collar?
gin and sofa make a
I
superior
don't
collar?
know. I mean, I don't know how to make collars. I'm just curious if I was the only one. Maybe I'm just improperly
Gin and sofa,
washing.
wherever you get your collared shirts.
Maybe I'm improperly washing my polos. Or
I don't think
something,
I experienced the exact same problem.
Have you ever thought about paying a like an old Romanian lady to like old school like hand wash your shit?
Where do you have those?
You have Romanians on hand?
I can get you one.
You each one by 3? I can get you.
Maybe not by 3, but I
get you a
can get
Romanian by
one.
3.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know what to do. I'm at a situation. I'm out of choices here.
Yeah, I don't know. I told you I fleed from the problem. I
Have you
bought
ever
all my
thought about
collars
just
as
dry cleaning your shit.
No,
I feel like that's a more involved step than
it's a lot of
washing
work.
your
You know,
Zach and I are probably some of the laziest people you're ever gonna meet. But like, correct me if I'm wrong. Doesn't it feel like dry cleaning is actually more work?
yeah,
Because I gotta
my
pack
shit
it
to
up,
somebody,
drive it to you, and I have to schedule around that.
and then I gotta pay you.
Yeah, pay you, pick it up, and I like.
At this point, I should.
Does yours put it on
honestly,
hangers?
bro. How many times do you clean it?
Depends what it is. So like
Like what? I guess I'm saying how it costs. I don't know how much it costs. $5.
I don't know, 5, 10. I really
$10. All right, $10. You do it 5 times. You might as well buy a new shirt. Get yourself a new shirt.
Yeah, that's $50 right there.
Get yourself a new map.
Okay. So
The effort.
usually when you're talking about like a button down, like an express button down,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have some express shirts that I've had for 10, 12 years and they still look good. Usually it really depends on what we're doing. If I'm wearing this button down just to go to a restaurant, come back, I'd probably wear it 2, 3, 4 times before I take it out. If I go to a wedding, it usually... Once I wear it once, because, I'm going
It's a
to
wedding,
dance.
yeah.
And,
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah,
a lot of
no,
wedding,
I agree with
wedding
you.
outfits, man.
Is that
it's-
shirt
you're almost
on
wearing
dry
it. You're almost wearing it to like never wear again.
kind
Yeah,
of.
agree.
Like you're like, oh, I wore that shirt at that wedding.
Yeah, especially like I don't know, like there's even certain restaurants I'll be like, oh, I wore that shirt at like if it's like really smoky,
Yeah.
you're like, ugh.
You don't really
Yeah, but if you... I don't know. I can get the smoke out through dry cleaning.
Oh, congratulations, Mike.
Is that shirt a dry clean only? Like, are you
No.
gonna dry clean that?
No.
Oh.
Does the collar fold up?
No, but I have buttons in my collar, so... I don't have
think-
the issue that you're having.
I think that's you
I
either
need buttons on my collar.
you need to button your collar or you need to invent a better collar.
Or
The
dry-
world is
or
not
dry
Chubbies, please sponsor us.
Chubbies, yeah. Jen Sofa Chubbies polo coming your way soon, right?
Fuck, I
a
love
sick
that.
collab.
All right, Mike. We made this delicious concoction.
Is it
cocktail.
delicious?
It doesn't sound bad,
Okay.
but I know
In
it's
theory.
not going to taste great.
What's in it?
Yeah, it's almost it's well, I'll get there. It's almost like how when you or the reason we made this drink is kind of a homage to trashy American restaurants that kind of spread like the plague in the 90s
In 2000s.
In 2000s,
And they're
probably
kind
the
of
80s
falling
too.
out of favor.
and I think they're finally starting to fall out of favor. But
Good.
the thing is, we made this drink kind of like a kind of generic, kind of lackluster,
Okay.
kind of
Forgettable.
forgettable is a good word, Chris. Yes.
So is the drink title The Forgettable?
no, it could be the forgettable apple.
There's no apple.
There's no apple. The forgettable ruby. The forgettable ruby grapefruit ruby. It's all right. So it's got. Anyway, I'll tell you what's in it. How's that? It's got Seagram's gin.
Ugh.
I put about 16 ounces of that.
That sounds about right.
And 2 ounces gin and soda port. We don't discriminate quality of gin here. Good gin, bad gin, you're getting 2 ounces. That's what Genesova does. Standard Genesova pour.
Just want to give a shout out to my dad, Papa Jeff. He left this monstrosity at my house. And
Yeah, thank
now,
you, Jeff. Now it's pawned on me.
Yeah, it's now in your house.
It's we mixed it with some Betty Buzz. I'm sorry, Blake Lively. I know your shit's good.
But what up, Blake Lively?
But what? Yes. But what up? Chris Diago is on. He handles the emails, so just go ahead and send him one. So it's it. Equal parts.
All right.
Betty Buzz. Equal
Bottoms
parts.
up, boys.
Seagrams. It's Ruby Grapefruit. So Ruby Tuesdays.
Yeah, I think it's interesting because I think it is accurate in the sense that like Ruby Tuesday, their house gin would probably be like when you order their like, can I get a gin and soda? They're gonna give you Seagrams and.
You know, I don't hate this, but it's not good. Like.
I wouldn't call it great. You know, I think the interesting thing is we kind of purposely made a bad drink.
We wanted to be indicative of the topic at hand. These shitty.
I think if we would have thought about it, we could have just done a margarita for like Chili's.
Also, disclaimer.
Because they did like Rita Fajita Mondays or whatever, right?
Yeah,
if you like these restaurants, like, good for you, I guess.
Man, Roddy loves Chili's.
Why?
I don't know, man.
You know, we'll get into it.
I'd invite him on here as a guest so we could grill him on why he likes Chili's.
The Finn Chili's.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Support your case.
Maybe I'm just throwing out twos, but I give it 2.
I think this is the same as...
Well, no, but
the
like
RHCP.
I'll say, Mike, you haven't drank as much as when... This should be a 1 for you.
You're taking too long.
I don't think I'm taking too long. I just slammed it pretty good.
Long.
You know what? Fine.
No, we're not gonna sway your opinion. Your opinion is yours, and that's why it's wrong. Okay?
I'm gonna teardrop it.
Can I do halves?
That bad?
Can we do halves? Is that a thing here? Or do we just go
we don't
1,
do
2,
halves.
3, 4?
I'm gonna let Chris handle this.
Yeah, we don't do halves.
Okay, then no. I'm looking at the scale. I'm a big fan of the rules. No, I'll go with 2.
It's a winky face though at the end of that one. You know.
You still finish.
Yeah.
It just takes a while.
It's not good.
The winky face is because you got your nut off.
This feels long for you though. I know.
I think you're way deeper than I am.
I am.
That's why you're a gulper. If you,
maybe that's how you judge it. Instead of taking too long, you're gulping intentionally to get past it.
That's also a thing.
That could be a 1 for you.
Taking too long, taking too quick.
Yeah, like just God, I need to get rid of this.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. If I had a really good drink. Do you savor it like that?
Nah.
I just,
Yeah.
I'm not like,
unfortunately drink it.
I gotta pace myself because this drink is too damn good. You know, I never said in my life.
I'd probably be drinking it pretty well, and then hey, bartender, hit me up with another.
Hit me with that RHCP.
You're a bartender. You wave your arm.
Yeah, you call the bartender over?
You're a bartender, call her over?
I'm an eye contact kind of guy.
Oh, you're like a...
Like it, well...
How often does that work for you?
Pretty often.
I was going to say, usually...
Okay, yeah, but look at me. That's it. This is normal attire. You know, I'm a generally, like, colorful dress guy. I'm the only one in there usually.
I don't see anything, but the thing is, I don't see anything, like, in the tit region.
Yeah, I got you on that. So,
yeah.
like,
sometimes
sure.
that, you know, like, that usually is, like, bartenders, like, hold up.
I just feel like
she needs a drink, you don't.
Most of the bartender, like, if the three of us were not together and we were at a bar, they're going to make eye contact with me first. Just because.
I don't think so.
I do. Just because I'm a little more colorfully dressed than you two. And I tend to be a little more colorfully dressed. This dude's wearing
yellow and blue stripes.
Dog, I got frogs on my shirt.
Yeah, I got Stormtrooper dude.
This is one of my kind of...
You're an eye contact guy. I get you.
You know, so I'm not going to waver. I'm still going to go with 2. But
my shirt.
It's...
Okay, fine. Congratulations on your bar bartending calling success. Proud of
Today,
you.
Junior.
Today, Junior.
Yeah.
You
What
were
would you
saying
give it? I'd give it a 0. This is as close to I think we've gotten as like a legitimate. I wouldn't want to finish that.
Why
like,
is it though?
Okay, like it's not good.
For me, it's so simple. It's kind of hard to fuck up, and I mean, like, again, like, it's
Why
not
is
good.
it not
gin.
good? It
I think-
sucks.
It is not good gin, but like, I also rolling if we went into an Applebee's or fucking Chili's or a TGIF, this is probably only costing me $5 or $6.
That's true.
I would say this definitely reminds me of a drink you would get
Yeah,
at those places.
I agree.
You'd order like
they'd have it on there as specialty cocktail.
it's
there.
like ginger grapefruit.
Yeah.
And then they pull up with this, and you're like, oh.
You're like,
They
it's not
might throw a
good.
garnish like
lime.
yeah, but
Yeah,
that
maybe
is
like
literally
a
it.
lime wedge.
I'm just saying, going there and getting this for like $6 or going somewhere else, and I definitely wouldn't pay, $10, $12
$15
for
whatever
that. Oh,
it is,
no,
yeah.
fucking
I'd be
way,
pissed
fuck
if
you.
this was delivered as anything other than like a ruby.
This reminds me like this is kind of like okay, so you weren't there. Sorry, we were at the Puttery, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And those bartenders, when we ordered the drink, and they were like the way they acted.
Yeah.
I half expected to get this.
Yeah, I agree. Like I feel like
They
they
were
were looking up the menu.
They were like looking it up online. They were kind of spacey.
What'd you order?
their drinks.
They had their specialty menu, but I ordered. It was basically an Aperol spritz.
And they just weren't
but Chris's
ready
was
for it.
like a little more intricate. It was like some kind of smoked tequila with like some lime. And
it was
some,
like a tequila old fashioned.
yeah, kind of like a tequila old fashioned. And then Brandy got some like producer Brandy got like a lime, gin, and cucumber kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or
And they just weren't ready to make them?
they seemed a little bit out of it. Like they weren't really bartenders. Like they were like hired like, hey, you need to attend the bar. The bartender called out. He's hungry.
Yeah, the bartender will be here. Like,
Yeah.
he's gonna be
They were
late.
used to just
Giving out Bud Light and Michelob Ultras,
Yeah.
and then they're just
Okay.
like, "Oh, you want us to make an Aperol spritz?"
fuck.
But it, like mine was fine because it's an Aperol spritz. You can't really fuck that.
You
up.
want a gin and tonic? What's in that?
What the fuck
Yeah.
is a tonic? And then like you kind of half expected to get like something like this. I'm
Yeah.
like, shit. And the prices were like
They
cocktail
were,
prices. Yeah, like $12, $15. So like you thought that you were gonna get like we went to Wiggle whiskey, and they had like a distillery, and they had a bar there, and they had like an actual bartender, 2 or 3 of them that would make like,
I'm not trying to throw shade, but have you ever been to
shade.
the Vanguard?
yeah, that place is weird, dude. They
Have
put,
you-
like saliva played there, dude?
Seriously?
Yeah.
Have you that's
you question your like attendance of the place?
Yeah.
What the fuck
like,
was I doing
wait.
there?
Well, they obviously have beer, but they serve Ironclad. I
Yeah.
don't know if you've
Yeah, I've been Ironclad. We went there with the ham biscuits with Chris
Oh,
Crescent.
yeah.
Ironclad is hey, if this is your brainchild, like, hey, thank you for like chasing your dreams, but like you missed them.
Really?
Like-
Not a fan?
No. Like, okay, and here's why I'm not
By
a
the way,
fan
guys,
of
Ironclad, if you're listening, we'll take your money. We like
Sure,
it.
you
we like
still
it. We're not
sponsor
going to
us.
talk to Mike anymore. We'll just drink your bourbon.
I hope so, but I think for me it was just the idea of like I was getting their bourbon pours and they were like $15-$16.
Oh, well, yeah. You ever try and buy a bottle from them at the ABC store?
No.
You know how big the bottles are? They're like, it's like if you would buy what's the small size? Like a 350 milliliter?
I only know 750. That's
Well-
all I buy.
There's a smaller one. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
That's like $50-$60.
Seriously?
Oh, yeah.
See, and I
He's like,
think,
oh yeah.
I think for what it is, I think
But
it's
Fighting
over-
Cock, by the way,
I think it's
is
overpriced. Well, I mean, that wasn't very good, but I remember that one. That one was a little rough. But I'm just saying, like, Ironclad, like, it would be a lot better. If I rolled in, it was $30 for a bottle.
yeah. Even the Copper Fox,
I have not been there, no.
they're like decent prices. Shout out.
Well,
Anyways,
no,
but if I would give a grade to the drink we're drinking, not Copper Fox
Yeah.
or Ironclad,
Sure.
or Wiggle Whiskey, RIP. I love
Yeah.
Wiggle Whiskey. We rule. Wait, we rule. They rule. I think I'll just give it a 1.
Oh,
All right.
that's a 1. That is a walking on sunshine.
I am sipping, and I'll keep sipping.
In all fairness, we kind of expected this.
We do, which is kind of like it's like contradictory to the idea of making a drink to
But
talk
we
about.
kind of wanted to do it for the topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It hit its mark. I think, a
that's
2, 1, and a 0, that is a walking on sunshine. That is a 1.
Walking on Sunshine at 1?
Yeah.
That was bad. But that was 2
Never
ones.
had it.
Yeah.
Because it was me and you.
What
Yeah.
was Walking on Sunshine?
It was Johnny Walker Black,
Okay.
Sunny D, and Absinthe, I think
Yeah,
it was.
it's something.
That sounds rough.
Yeah, I've kind of blocked out the memory, I think.
because that's how drunk, after drinking is. That was for when we reviewed Suicide Kings. Great movie. You should watch that again. Lano.
I'm getting to the bottom. And
Yeah, see, so you're actually like a 4.
No, it's rough.
So,
Chris was spot on that. I can't be a gulper when I need to. I just
you know this. Personal experience?
at the end of the day,
He's a gulper.
I'm not gonna waste anything. I'll always finish my drink. It's just not good.
So 1.
You can't waver me.
Like you finish it, but it's just gonna take you a
He's
while.
wavering now.
I kind of am.
Ah!
Shit.
You know what? I've never given a 1. Give me a 1.
It's a 1.
That's a
All right.
Now that requires math.
yeah, 0.67.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Math's hard.
0.6. That is
The
our
new
worst
record low.
Yeah, here it is. Historic low.
I'm glad I'm here for that.
I mean, I think my 1 is. I think it's more deserving of 1 than like a.
Yeah, I
but
would
whatever.
give
It's at 0.675. What are we gonna name it?
The Ruby Tuesday.
The Ruby Tuesday?
I kind of like
The Forgettable Ruby?
forgettable.
The Forgettable Ruby?
I just like the forgettable.
The Forgotten Ruby.
The Forgotten Ruby?
Sure. Yeah.
The Forbidden Ruby?
The Forbidden Ruby.
I like
I
Forgotten
forbid you
Ruby.
to drink this.
Yeah.
You know what?
me.
Maybe I don't, because at the end of the day, I think this drink is probably going to sit at the bottom for a long fucking time.
Probs.
I don't know that anything's going to.
On the
And-
seat.
Yeah, I don't know what you're trying to argue.
Well, I'm not trying to argue anything, but I don't know how your ranking goes. But don't you let the shitty drinks hang out at the bottom for a long time?
Yeah, that's usually how rankings go.
Ideally it would always show an incomplete list, but
Oh, yeah,
eventually it's
yeah.
probably going to have to be like
Yeah.
top 10, worst 10.
Yeah, I
know.
see what you're saying.
Yeah. So I'm saying that this drink is probably. I
Doesn't-
don't think
doesn't belong
anything
on the
is
list.
going
Yeah.
to-
Don't even write it up there.
Yeah.
Don't bother.
I don't think anything's going to be worse
Is
than
that a
this for a
challenge?
long time.
Is that a challenge?
Well, I mean, we could come up with some.
Yeah, I mean, we went out of our way to make a bad drink. So,
Sure.
yeah.
Right.
All right. 0.67. Forgotten Ruby. Ruby sucks. Ruby 2 days.
Yeah, so like I was saying earlier, Pearl Jam is Ruby Tuesdays of 90s music and grunge, I guess.
Yeah, which leads perfectly into this topic of just forgettable trash boomer
Restaurants.
And I think it's funny because
What a topic.
obviously I think that people, in generations and people, we lump them all together, but when you look at the 90s and the 2000s, people were looking at food and restaurants a little different than they are now. Obviously now we have a lot more variety. We have a lot more, and right now with DoorDash and Grubhub and shit, right now in our state, we could get almost anything
DoorDash.
ordered to our house.
DoorDash.
Yeah. Where back in the day, it's kind of you got pizza and maybe Chinese food delivered to your house. So you were going out to a restaurant.
Chinese food sounds good right now, doesn't it?
Fuck yeah, it does.
Some Chinese food.
Yeah. But when I say Chinese food, I don't mean Panda Express, because if you're Gen Z and you're listening, go fuck yourself.
I love Panda. But
No. And by sorry, I'm not sorry.
I love all Chinese food.
I like Panda.
I am not a fan. I popped my Panda cherry like 2 months ago, and I am so sad that I did. If I never ate at Panda Express ever in my life, it would still be too soon.
Yeah.
I've had a huge debacle.
It's all good.
All over my shirt, boys. Cool. Panda sucks. Got it. But you know what else sucks? American dining. So we're gonna do a weird thing here. It's kind of like how we did with the drink, where we did like an anti-good drink. We did like purposely bad.
Yeah.
I think we should do a kind of top 5.
Okay.
With number 1 being worse than number 5 in that order.
Okay.
Do you want to do a personal one, or you want to do a collective one?
We could just kind of riff and go from there.
I certainly haven't thought of my personal rankings, but I definitely it's like the anti-good list that people know us for.
And then it's also weird because I don't know. So, for instance, it felt like a bad experience for me the older I got, but I don't know how popular this fucking brand was. Do you remember Rockola?
Yeah.
Yeah. What a terrible fucking restaurant.
Yeah.
I haven't thought of that place in forever.
Yeah,
so you've had it too.
Yeah.
It's where
it's where Krispy Kreme is now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right, because they tore it all the way down.
Yeah. They had to, because at some point in
Joey
time...
liked that place.
Who did?
Joey.
I think we just went there because it was... And
was
again,
close.
this is a common theme.
Yeah.
It was cheap.
And convenient.
And convenient.
I remember being ass. Yeah.
It had like it was almost like Rock and Roll Cafe, where like you walked in, it was like neon, not neon-y, but like
it was like Rock and Roll was like, it had like licensing. You know what I mean? Like,
it
had like actual bands, like artists.
This was just kind of like hodgepodge shit was put on your wall.
Yeah, that place sucked. I don't even remember their food. That's how bad it was. Like, you know.
Well, I completely forgot about them.
Yeah.
And for those listening out there, you know, what do we consider, you know, American style cuisine? You know, usually there's burgers. Maybe there's a shitty steak option. You're going to have some sort of chicken. And, you know, it was just... It felt like, at the end of the day, it was almost like it was a full-out dining experience.
I feel like a lot of these restaurants thrived on the pre-disclosing of nutritional facts era.
I agree with you.
You know, like they like came out and the government was like, "Hey, you guys gotta like tell people what you're giving them," and like, fuck.
And they're like, fuck, we can't.
Yeah.
They're like, what do you mean we can't?
We're going out of business, boys. Let me tell you how many calories are in that quesadilla, brother.
You mentioning the rock and rolla cafe, Rockola. It might like in the same vein. I have a sneaky pick for a bad restaurant.
Yeah. Lay it on us.
Uno's.
Oh yeah.
And
Uno's.
Yeah.
And it's funny because like I agree with you. I don't know how that place is still in business.
I don't either. So
I've been to, you know, Zach and I both were in the Navy, and I currently still am, but
Chicago.
I went to Chicago, you know, after boot camp, and I went to Pizzeria Uno,
like an actual Chicago.
Yeah, I went to the Pizzeria Uno, you know, in Chicago. Did you go there?
I didn't. No.
Okay.
I had an unfortunate time in Chicago. We ended up in some shithole.
It was a good enough experience when I was in Chicago.
But I've had Giordano's, which is, you know, not... Oh, it's like chain, but it is still better than...
And I went to something called a Geno's, which, you know, Chicago style, which not my, you know, obviously a different topic, but, you know, Chicago style pizza is its own thing. But, you know, like, Uno's, again, yeah, I'm with you. It takes way too fucking long to get your food, and I get it. It takes long to make it. But, like, with these restaurants, it's kind of it might be a theme. I don't understand why it's so hard to like have your server come up and like get your drinks.
Yeah.
And like then have them come back and somehow ask you if you want apps. And then somehow you get your apps, 30, 40 minutes later.
Forget if you need water.
Yeah.
Did you suck down water because
what I don't understand is, I guess to me, is that like there's still one in Newport News or Yorktown.
Yeah.
And Uno's. Yeah. And it's like, I don't know how it's still going.
Boomers. That's the only thing I can really chalk it up.
And then it's interesting is like how Panda exists.
Right.
And there's like Chinese takeout. So to me, I don't need Panda.
Right.
Like,
and you're like, how do you not need Uno's?
I don't need a chain Uno. I don't need a chain pizza.
And I think the only thing that is keeping that Uno's is the fact that it is different than a pizza restaurant.
Yeah, right. I guess because it's deep dish.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, on the other hand, like, why has no one made like authentic deep dish and made that a restaurant?
Because it's trash.
I still think you'd make enough money on the people that don't want the traditional pizza.
Just for like
just for like changing up.
Yeah.
There's a reason people go to Uno's.
I want to kind of off topic, but like I just have a story about Uno's.
Oh boy.
I used to think I always thought it was lame, but like this one girl I was trying to take out for a while, she always wanted to eat at Uno's.
Ew.
So I was like,
you gotta do what you gotta do, brother.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. So I would have done anything.
So you're deep dick.
Clearly, you would have done anything.
You're deep dick. And you're like, I'm gonna get some deep dish.
But like in my head, I'm like,
she about to get something deep,
right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, even after all that,
Did you ever fuck
I
this
still
girl?
hate.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
Oh my, Christopher.
No, a gentleman never kisses and tells, and a friend never asks.
Good. I guess I'm not a friend.
No, I'm just kidding.
You said kissing, but what about the rest of it?
Nah, I didn't. Which probably is what soured my taste on Uno's.
Yeah. This wasn't worth it.
Yeah, this sucked.
This is not worth this bullshit.
All right, so tell me about your Uno's experience, because
oh no, that's it. I just like I've gone to it a lot.
How many
like
times
4 times.
did you go to this Uno's?
Four times, which is entirely too much to go to that Uno's.
I remember.
And then we went with Garrett one time.
Yeah.
So 5 times. I have at least gone
that. Yeah,
5 times to that Uno's.
A lot of Garrett references in these 2 episodes.
I'm going to be real. I too have been to Uno's more times than I probably should have, which anything over 1 is probably too many.
Yeah.
But,
we didn't learn our lessons.
I can't tell you what's on the menu other than deep dish pizza, but I know they have other things.
It was nearby Uno's.
Yeah.
I didn't really think about bringing this up, but Fuddruckers.
I love
was going to bring
Fuddruckers.
it up. Yeah.
I didn't want to bring it up because it's a good one.
You think it's good?
Because it had the cheese sauce.
The cheese sauce.
And let me ask you a question. So
that's all I remember.
Yeah.
The one in Yorktown, do you...
Oh,
so
yeah.
you remember the
Yorktown.
older Fuddruckers. Wasn't it just almost like, I don't want to say fast food, but it was a small restaurant. Right? Was it not fast food?
I don't know what it was.
What
But
original
delivery-
Fuddruckers?
What?
What original Fuddruckers?
It's like a Chinese restaurant now. It's over
right by Regal.
By
Yeah.
Regal.
What are
you
you
said
talking-
the Yorktown one though. That is the same one.
Okay, so because
You making up Fuddruckers?
Yeah,
that went out of business, and so that was a small Fuddruckers. I never went to that one. However, do you remember Cheeseburger in Paradise? Another shitty
Yeah.
burger place.
That's a completely different area.
I remember when it came from.
Okay,
That's a
so
different area.
they made so after Cheeseburger in Paradise
Newport
went out of
News, bro.
business, they put a Fuddruckers there. And it was a no shit sit down restaurant, and they had like a toppings bar, and
They tried a different way.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I think Fuddruckers tried to like evolve, but
I never went to that one.
Yeah, and I never went to the original. So what I'm saying is, was the original just a burger place or was it a sit-down restaurant?
The original is the Yorktown one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't go to whatever weird one you're talking about.
I think it was
It was awesome.
get burgers and put shit on
They
it.
did the weird one.
Yeah,
where,
but
so,
did you order it or did you sit down?
No. So what you did was you walked up to a like the lady at the front.
Yeah.
She gave you a number. This was the first restaurant I remember having the like buzz.
Yeah.
Because you would go to your seat, you would go find a seat, and then like you would sit and it would buzz, and you would walk up,
Okay.
get your burger from like the front.
And then you go
thing.
to the burger bar. Or
Yeah,
the
yeah,
toppings bar.
I'd just get cheese.
Yeah.
And nacho cheese all over it.
Like I'd be like, can I just have fries?
Yeah, there was like I think a number thing for like, like your table, and it was like a Dr. Pepper sponsored one, and Mike stole it. I'm sorry, Mike. They're coming after
Fuck
you.
you, Mike.
Huh?
Oh, keep
Not
going.
you, Mike. The other
He's a
Mike.
Mr. Pibb guy.
Mr. Pibb guy, huh? So, yeah, it was really just the cheese sauce that kept them afloat.
Yeah.
I guess once they ran out of cheese sauce, like, well, we're going out of business.
Again, it was weird. Like, I remember going and it was like, it was almost like they were trying to be like a knockoff Red Robin at the one that I went to.
I remember Red Robin. I liked Red Robin because they had turkey burgers.
They had a lot of burgers.
Yeah.
Which again is another place that I think would fit on this list. Like
Red Robin?
I
They're
do.
good. I like Red Robin.
Red Robin sucks.
I just think
Red Robin was good for when I was like 16 to 22.
That's all I'm thinking
You
about.
know,
I haven't been to
yeah.
Red Robin.
I just
since-
think that, a lot of these places, it's almost like a gimmick. Like Red Robin, are their burgers that great? No. But what do they have? Bottomless fries.
Bottomless fries.
Are their fries that
Strawberry
great?
lemonade.
No, they're so thick. Like, no, I don't
I
think
love
I
they're-
steak
hate thick
fries.
fries, bro.
Steak
I
fries
need
are my
shoestring-
favorite.
I
No,
don't think they're that
shoestring.
good. You
We're
know,
ranking
But-
fries right now, and shoestrings going number one.
Nice.
I agree with you.
Yeah, thick steak.
But
get out.
my shoestrings better be fried in duck fat, because if not, I don't want them.
Go to Tattoo Moose when you go to Charleston, bro. Okay.
Yeah.
You got a restaurant
Where?
to throw out?
I was gonna make one just to piss Mike off or say
Ooh.
one, but
Say it. I know where you're going. Say it, and we'll talk about it.
Cheddar's.
Yep.
Cheddar's.
So the thing with cheddars, like,
It fits on the list, wouldn't you say?
I do
Wouldn't you say
say
it fits the
it would
criteria?
fit. And it's funny because, like, for whatever reason, one, somehow it is cheaper than all the other bullshit American style
I feel like they're trying to
restaurants.
stay afloat, man. They're like,
Yeah.
we gotta cut prices. We gotta
I
pay
will-
for the roach killing.
And it's funny, too, because, like, so Zach has been to my house many a times where we order cheddars to go,
yeah.
and we'll get, like, a big plate of, like, fucking fries
Chicken
and tenders.
Yeah.
Eating the fries and tenders at Cheddar's is fine. It's doable. It is a very doable experience. Eating the fries and tenders 15 minutes from the restaurant at my house, somehow it's cold and soggy. Like, it's
The
weird.
lifespan of these chicken tenders
Yeah.
is about 30
Like,
seconds.
So if you are in the restaurant and you're slamming these chicken tenders and fries as quick as you get them, it's not as bad as getting
Yeah.
a platter and bringing it home.
I just don't think I've ever had like a I think going there and I'm like, yep, it's Cheddar's
We go there a lot because that's
because
his,
of this guy.
Yeah.
Because this jabron is sticking us there
You
all
like
the time.
it so much that you make it your birthday day.
I do, yeah. And the one thing that I do say, I think they hold up a little better than some of the other restaurants that we're going to talk about is that they at least took these chicken tenders and threw them through a batter that they made. They at least made the batter.
Okay.
Whereas, some of these other places like Applebee's, go fuck yourself.
Fuck
Applebee's.
herself. Go fuck herself.
They couldn't even take the time to bread them themselves.
Yeah.
And at least with at least at Cheddar's.
there's a restaurant that does, and I actually think their chicken crispers
Why is
are
that so
good.
good? Why do I know what that is?
Chili's.
Oh, I haven't had
I
chili.
think they're trigger. I don't know if they really do them anymore, like battered, but they used to batter them like beer battered,
Yeah.
and they were good.
And I think
they-
I think Chili's tenders and Cheddar's tenders are kind of the same, but like
I think they're kind of giving up.
He's like, Cheddar's tenders are on that level, buddy.
Calm down, brother. Calm down. They're not chicken crispers.
so when you get into Chili's, and I think one of the reasons why Chili's is still in business is they have been able to somehow like separate themselves a little bit from some of these other, shitty American style restaurants that, boomers have really kind of flocked to in the 90s and 2000s. They at least have semi faux, like house-made, like in-house made shit.
Like they make their food versus
some of it, yeah. Where like their fajitas, you're like, it's hot.
The fajita.
Yeah.
I know we never asked you, Mike, but because we asked Duhamel, but like, do you remember the first time you heard the fajita sizzle?
So the specific date? No, I don't remember.
Is it like a coming of age?
Yeah.
I do remember.
Who was your first fajita sizzle?
Yeah, where was it? And who was it?
Yeah.
I do remember. It
What were you
was.
wearing?
It was at the Chili's here in Newport
Oh, you
News,
had
so
a
it
Chili's.
had to be.
A local sizzle.
It was a local sizzle, so it had to be like 2006, 2007.
Oh, it's a late sizzle,
Late
man.
sizzle.
That's late.
Yeah,
You
I
waited
know.
a long time
I know.
to get a sizzle.
And I was already a teenager / adult at that point.
Full blown adult.
Yeah. I remember going and getting the fajitas in 2007.
He's like, I'm an adult
And,
now. I'm going to get
I'm
some
about to get
fucking...
them fajita. I'm ready.
Uh,
I'm ready. Sign me
I
up.
remember somehow going to the Chili's with a girlfriend that you and I shared.
what?
Not at the same time.
Not at the same time.
You
Calm
can't
the
just
fuck
be-
down.
It's not sharing it. It's a different timeline.
I mean, we still had
Find
the
a
same.
different word.
We still had the same. We dated the same girl.
Mike
Yeah,
dated,
that- okay, that
Mike dated my ex-girlfriend.
Mike.
I'm a piece of shit.
That's how you're supposed to say it, not we shared a girlfriend.
Yeah.
All right.
Trying to make it
so-
sound better on yourself.
Okay. So I dated Zach's ex-girlfriend,
Okay.
but she broke up with him. So like,
Whoa. All right. So you got fajitas with Zach's ex-girlfriend.
yeah.
When you
And
were
that
an
was the
adult,
first time
when you were,
I
when you
remember
were a
the
grown
sizzle.
ass man.
But here's
And
the thing.
that's
I was
when I
enjoying
remember the
fajitas
sizzle.
when I was 10 years old, motherfucker.
He's an early bloomer. All right. So we have, that's your, that was, we go from one birthday pick. Zach, I think I remember you saying back in the day, like this was your family birthday pick.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Chili's.
And that was,
You want to guess? I feel like you know.
well, I know what it is, which is why I don't want to guess. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Outback.
Yeah, I actually remember being at a couple of your Outback birthdays.
No, I would say that Outback is probably top tier shitty restaurant.
Like, it's better than the other things.
You know
we've
what I mean?
got-
Like,
yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
know if we were gonna get into like shitty steakhouses, but like
yeah, like
Outback
Should I
takes
not
the,
have brought it up? Might be.
it's fine.
Outback takes the cake for like
I will say that I will say that if I had to if someone's like, hey, your parents want
yeah.
to go to dinner and they want to go to a shitty boomer restaurant,
You're in some city that has
You get
nothing.
the pick,
You're not in
though?
yeah.
I would probably pick Outback.
Be like, can we
That's
at
one
least
of
go
the-
to
one of the-
Outback?
on the short
Yeah.
list?
so.
at least, you know,
What's fun about Outback? So I went to a birthday party
Zach's?
at the
Possibly.
Outback this year, 2023,
Oh, this year.
mine.
in Outback, and it was so bad.
Oh,
I
bad.
didn't even pick a steak.
Oh,
When you go to a steakhouse
Oh.
and you're specifically like, look, I know
They got
how
other
shitty
things, bro.
I know how shitty their fucking steaks are. I'm just gonna pick I think I picked like a steak sandwich, like a shaved prime rib
French
sandwich.
dip or something.
Yeah, something like
did you
that.
get a blooming
know.
onion?
Blooming onion.
I think it might have even had a
I
little
think
blooming onion on it.
The blooming like a shitty restaurant, because we're saying Outback isn't classified in the same sense, but they have if you have a unique item,
Sure,
blooming onion.
Something that's people think it.
nobody has that.
I get that.
But
Yeah, no one has that,
you
yeah.
say no one has it.
But
It's
everyone
weird
has it
because
now, though.
That's
now
But
because
that's-
the
Imitation is
of-
a form of flattery.
of the shitty, kind of steakhouses, Zach knows if if I am leaving my house to go to a steak house, I'm going to something of high caliber. I'm going like Schlesinger's, or I'm going to a
garbage. High caliber, like Texas Roadhouse.
Well, I was going to say, I think Texas Roadhouse does the Bloomin' Onion better.
No, but Texas Roadhouse sucks, dude.
I think Texas Roadhouse.
That's why I think replaced by Raising Cane's.
I think Texas Roadhouse is a better steakhouse than Outback.
No,
it is.
Outback has Bloomin' Onions, cheese covered French fries, and they got everything but steak.
You know what? I'm not even going to argue you because we're still talking about shitty restaurants.
Yeah.
I will say, by the way, I went there last year or the year before for my mom's birthday.
Outback or Texas?
Outback. And they have shrimp breaded in Bloomin' Onion breading.
Is it good?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, it wasn't bad.
Because, shout out to my dad, Papa Jeff, a big Texas Roadhouse guy.
Is he?
Yeah, somehow.
Weird.
Interesting.
Because because he's a boomer. But
so maybe that might be a part of it. My mom's a big Outback. But okay, on the other hand, I'm thinking I'm going down the line.
I got one.
We already talked about Applebee's sucking. We already know.
Yeah, but let's talk about Applebee's.
You want to get that out of the way?
I do.
All right.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I remember having a shitty girlfriend and having a shitty meal at the Applebee's. We were road tripping.
Do you think they kind of like coincide?
Yeah, they went together.
You took her shitty places.
Yeah.
No, if she's listening,
cool.
Great person, just us together, shitty experience.
So the sex wasn't great.
I was early 20s, it was good enough. She was letting me put my fucking wee-wee inside of her, so good. Good for me. Okay.
So we're going to Applebee's.
Oh, Jesus
This was like the second
the Bloomin' Onion, huh?
This was like the second or third times that Applebee's had like revamped their menu.
Whoa. Applebee's out here revamping.
Re-imaging.
Because, this was, I remember this was
what year is this? Like
2010, 2011.
I knew the girlfriend.
Okay.
Yeah, you do.
I was just curious, so I placed am I imagining like a 90s interior?
Which menu they're going on?
Yeah, what did you buy? What'd you get?
Okay. I was so excited.
He was excited about Applebee's.
I know. Fuck me, I'm stupid. We were traveling. We went to. You ever been to Carowinds when you were down in South Carolina?
Not, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Okay. We went. Carowinds is an amusement park. So I didn't get in that. So we went the 3 hours. We went to our amusement park. We got some Applebee's afterwards. And I got.
I don't mean to derail this story but you're gonna get to the point. I just when you go to a park, you don't just eat at the park.
Yeah, bro.
We did not. We had
you were
lunch.
Like, man, this park food.
No,
I'd rather have
Applebee's.
You haven't been there. This was
not
like
a
good
bad
park.
Okay.
Have you ever been to King's Dominion?
Yeah, I've been to King's Dominion.
You would eat King's Dominion food for lunch, but not lunch and dinner.
I see what you're saying.
So it was definitely.
Yeah.
We had lunch in the park. We were leaving.
Like, was there like a Taco Bell nearby? Possibly
There
a
should have
McDonald's?
been.
There should have been.
We went to Applebee's.
All right. You're so excited. You're about to eat it.
Yeah, you just can't hide it.
I got mozzarella stuffed meatballs.
That sounds good.
It
Sounds
would
like a
sound
idea.
good. However, this is around the time that I started figuring out like how to cook myself. And I started kind of figuring out what.
Like you knew how to make a mozzarella meatball.
Yes.
Okay.
You found out how to cook for yourself and sizzle from the fajitas. We're on the same
They awakened
years,
something.
Yeah.
So it was very obvious to me as I was eating these fucking meatballs that they were frozen. That, Applebee's, and again, it was just like a realization to me, like, hey, nothing that you get at these restaurants is going to be like in-house. They can't take the time to fucking cut up some mozzarella, and take some fucking, mixed, ground beef and patty it
Toss
around.
it in.
Yeah, no, they just have to take some fucking flash frozen bullshit that you could buy yourself at a Sam's Club. That was almost like my realization that these restaurants is, are you going to reheat it or am I? That's what I'm paying for. I'm paying for the fact that I don't have to fucking reheat this shit in a microwave or an oven. I can let some other guy do it.
So you're saying Applebee's was the restaurant that got you out of these restaurants,
the crux.
these tiles.
This experience alone bursted my bubble.
Wow.
That these fucking restaurants were nothing more than reheating food for you.
I think I don't know. I wish I had like a cool a definitive I was in a Ruby Tuesday.
Yeah, I mean, because I feel like.
You want to talk about Ruby Tuesdays?
Well, they got a salad bar.
They got a salad bar.
And
that's their saving grace.
And that was the freshest thing they had in there.
No joke though, but it was like this is also, remember when I was a vegetarian for a really long time?
No, but okay, yeah.
He was.
Yeah.
Surprisingly.
I stuck it out for a little bit, and then I was like, life's too short, man.
Well, I don't know why you
Right.
even.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're the one that's big on
Health?
Sure. That's one word to use. Health. But I don't think I could do it.
Yeah. It was
I like putting meat in my mouth too much,
agreed.
But anyway, sorry.
Right.
Go ahead,
Ruby
Chris.
Tuesday salad bar.
Yeah.
Amazing. Everything else on the menu. They had sliders though, because I used to get the sliders
Sliders.
and the salad bar. Yeah.
Okay,
I just
so-
thought that was cool. I like sliders.
Yeah, I know you do. You should order sliders.
But
as an
that
appetizer.
gets into the whole idea that Ruby Tuesdays, the only thing that ever brought you or me or Zach into the place was the gimmick.
Yeah, okay.
They had a salad bar.
Check this out, boys.
Oh, he's
Okay,
got
so they had a salad bar, right? But they had this thing called the Colossal Burger.
I
You
never
guys
had
heard of
this. What is this?
You've heard of it.
At Ruby Tuesday?
I don't remember, but I heard of it, yeah.
So it's a Ruby Tuesdays, and it was like it was like a Big Mac, but with like those big patties.
Yeah.
And they put a fucking knife in it, and they bring it to you so it can hold together.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
tracking.
Yeah, and I think I ate one after every hockey game or something like that. My dad was like, "Eat the Colossal Burger, let's go." And I'm like, "Yeah."
Hell yeah.
My dad's probably like, "I just want to get the salad bar."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He just wants to go to Ruby Tuesdays or some shit.
Yeah.
I went to Ruby Tuesdays for ring dance dinner.
Nice.
The one in the mall too. Yeah.
Sure.
There was a
Yeah.
bone fit, or not bone. There was
Joey. Joey's been brought up more than what I've ever brought him up because of
Ruby? It was a Ruby Tuesday in the
mall.
In the mall.
Is that the place where Coop and I
That is the place. Yeah. Coop. Pizzag. Coop.
That's a good story.
Coop, if you're listening, go fuck yourself.
I mean, he had a point in this instance.
He had a reason.
Yeah.
It was it shrimp?
Yeah. All right. So Coop got shrimp Alfredo, or was that
I
sound
don't
like
know,
Coop?
shrimp
he
something.
had shrimp something. I got like a burger and some fries, and my dude ate a lot of the fry. He grabbed a fry, and I grabbed a shrimp.
He got mad. He smacked him
Yeah.
He smacked you?
because he said it's not equal. It's not equal. Shrimp for fries not equal, bro.
Yeah.
You didn't beat the fuck out of this kid on Ruby Tuesdays for slapping you?
Have you met me?
Yeah, you're right. You're a sweet boy.
I was like, you know what? I see now.
I see my mistake.
I see my ways. I see the error.
I see my wrongs, my friends. Shrimp is
let
not
me
a
get you
fry.
some fries.
Shrimp is unequal fry. I didn't know the math, but now I do.
Yeah.
But again, looking back at the theme of everything we said, the thing that really did a lot of these restaurants and is kind of doing them in is they were shitty. It was shitty quality. Most of the stuff was frozen, and it's just, they're really, when I look at it, it wasn't that we were going out to really get something extravagant. You were kind of just paying someone else to make food for you.
Yeah.
And
it was always your parents would take you a lot, but I guess they really didn't care because you were a kid. They're like, this guy's
it
gonna
was
eat.
relatively cheaper.
I can't believe we talked about Outback and not the bread.
Not the
Pumpernickel.
what?
The bread.
Yeah. See, that's the best
that
part.
brown, that
Yeah.
brown bread.
Yeah, the pumpernickel.
Yeah.
That's good.
And the
What?
salads.
All right, I got one for you. I got one, guys. There was a good version of this called Ryan's.
Oh, I love Ryan's, dude.
But like
Yeah.
any
Yeah.
old country buffet / what's the other one? Golden Corral.
Golden
yeah,
Corral.
Ryan's was far superior.
Whatever. Why did they get rid of Ryan's and keep that
Golden
one?
Corral.
Yeah.
Well, they were different companies, but yeah, for whatever reason, Ryan's didn't make.
Honey butter.
Yeah, they didn't have the buns.
Yeah.
You know, and you start talking about like food buffet places.
That's
and
a whole
stuff.
different genre.
You think
Yeah,
so?
but I'll let it fly.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
mean, no, I remember Ryan's. It used to be right next to Kingstown.
Yeah, you
Isn't
know,
it where
We went
Sushi
together.
King is?
We went together.
Sushi
Zach,
King is there.
Zach
now.
and I went
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
a lot of Ryan's meals.
That's where
you
Sushi
know.
King is now, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. Ryan's was awesome.
Remember that? It was like Jade Buffet for a while.
That was a different place, but yes.
Yeah. That's a whole different world.
Whole different-
Jade
But,
Buffet
okay,
is now
so-
where not Lidl, always is.
Oh,
I just
yeah,
thought of
yeah,
one.
okay, yeah.
I'm going to try to remember it. I'm squirreling it away.
Yeah.
You guys continue, though.
Oh, you got it.
Right.
Go ahead.
So I mean, like the thing about like your Ryan's and your Old Country Buffet and your Golden Corral, like nothing in there was ever good. There was just
Bro,
so
Ryan's,
much of it.
everything was good.
I mean,
They had
Yeah,
good
but-
mac and cheese, bro.
I was just gonna say
mac
that.
and cheese, bro.
Yeah.
the mac and cheese is kind of standalone in these places, you know. But like, am I like, man?
They're the outliers. They
That's
don't really
that prime rib or that fried chicken. No,
Yeah.
I'm walking away going, man, that mac
Remember
and
Captain
cheese.
George's and that guy was like, do not eat the mac and cheese.
And it was bad.
It was bad. He was right.
He was right.
You know, and
I didn't
still
believe
fuck
him.
with a Captain George's.
Yeah.
Oh, Captain George is good. Just
Oh, yeah,
not the
just
mac
avoid
and
the
cheese.
mac and cheese, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fine.
Well, why would?
Look,
If-
I eat
if
mac
we're
and
going
cheese
to
at
Captain
buffets.
George's-
So that
I
was,
don't know what to tell you, Mike, but you put mac and cheese in the menu, I'm looking at it. No matter what, I'm like,
Listen, if we're paying $30 or $40
I'm at
for
Taco
a
Bell. I'm
fucking,
like, you got mac and cheese? I'm like, what the fuck?
mac and
we're
cheese
paying
taco?
$30 or $40 for an all-you-can-eat
Not bad,
buffet. I'm not filling up in starch. I'm just seeing crab.
Starch.
That's not me.
Okay, so I got one.
You got one?
I
Later.
got one.
All right.
What about Olive Garden?
Okay.
Is that on the list
Here's
or
the-
is it not?
I'll put it on
I
there.
think it's
Yeah,
like I
I'm
think
with
it's
you.
combined with Outback when it's like Olive Garden's bad, but it's like a better than what we've been mentioning.
It's
Yes.
they tried to
yeah,
get into
yeah.
this idea of like, hey, we're Italian, but Olive Garden's not good. And you know, people are like, what about Carrabba's? Carrabba's, I think, at least like
Crab is good.
I think like Carrabba's.
Yeah.
I think
Bjork used to work there.
they're an Italian grill,
Josh
You
used to
know,
work there.
and like it.
But
it
I
is
think I kind of fucks with Olive Garden if I
yeah.
had to.
Bro, Brent,
over
anything.
Carrabba's.
No, not
No,
not over.
okay.
But like Olive Garden is
way.
good. You know, if you're not in a place like Newport News that has both.
Also, would you rather the Carrabba's, Olive Garden or Applebee's?
Olive Garden.
Exactly.
Olive Garden or Chili's?
Okay.
Olive Garden.
So I-
yeah.
I've got a story about the Olive Garden. So,
He's with my ex-girlfriend.
well, yeah, we went there, but
Oh.
Okay.
no. I went up to Wisconsin up in 2022, and my
Recent Olive Garden trip.
I
yeah.
see.
Well,
Really hating on it.
I
see.
didn't
Going
want it to
last
be.
year.
It's not what I was seeking out. However, I went up there, and my grandfather passed,
Oh.
and I wanted to spend some time with my other
At Olive
grandfather.
Garden? I'm just kidding.
I wanted to spend some time with my other grandfather. I'm like, hey, you want me to take you out to lunch? He goes, yeah. I go, where do you want to go? And there's so many places in Green Bay of where we can go. And there's so many places I don't get. But I wanted to spend time with my grandfather. I'm like, where would you like to go? And this guy goes, Olive Garden. Yeah. He hits me, you know, I'm like,
Alrighty then.
so we go,
Yeah,
and, you know,
yeah,
of
yeah,
course, we're going to get the soup, salad, and breadstick. Yeah, which
One.
The bread what?
breadstick?
Oh.
One.
Stick.
Breadstick.
Breadstick.
Yeah, breadstick.
Let me get that breadstick.
Yeah.
I'd like to have the breadstick, please.
It's not good. And
All you got was a soup salad breadstick, though?
That's your problem, bro.
That's all I
You
got,
a tour of
yeah.
Italy.
Oh, yeah.
Bring the
I would-
sausages, bro.
I would rather have
Endless pasta?
Endless pasta.
I would rather have
Zappone?
Fazoli's. than Olive
Hell
Garden.
yes.
But yes, Fazoli's rules.
When are we going to Chesapeake to... That's
They
the
have
only,
one?
that's the
Yeah.
only Fazoli's in...
Yeah.
My brother lives in bumfuck
I thought you
Alabama.
were going to say Chesapeake. I was like, word.
Yeah,
My
whoa.
brother lives in bumfuck Alabama, and last time when I was there last year,
They had a Fazoli's?
and I went there.
And
You
how
know,
was it?
Was it awesome?
Wonderful. It was the
was
best thing
awesome.
I've ever had in my
I went to
mouth.
Long John Silver's in Chesapeake.
Yeah. Let's not
That
get off
doesn't-
track.
Yeah, let's not get off track.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
bad, and
Yeah.
we're going back.
Yeah, yeah. Now we're going good.
So if we had to pseudo rank them,
I've got one more before we start ranking.
okay.
I got one more as well.
Okay,
Okay.
my bad.
Yeah.
Amateur ranking happened.
All right,
here.
not shitty, when you're talking about this genre. TGIF.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, I forgot
And I
that
remember,
one.
so it was like late 90s. I remember us driving all the way to Virginia Beach. This
go.
is before they built the one in Newport News. We went all the way to Virginia Beach for a TGIF. And it was good. We had a good time.
Damn.
I never thought they were that great.
But the older I got, the more I'm like, why the fuck did we ever drive?
They
Yeah.
got...
And from here, if you're listening and you're not in the area, we're talking about an hour
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
go from our
Yeah.
house. We
About an hour.
drove an hour out of
To
our
go to
way
TGIF.
Yeah.
Right.
to go to TGIF back in 1999.
So, like, Fridays, I will say this. There's...
Fried green beans?
Nah, well, in a second.
Whole
They're...
horses.
They are they have a Fridays right next to the outlets, and like my mom and I are big on like that's how we spend time.
Here we go.
go to the
Yeah,
outlets.
yeah, it's always the.
So it's like nostalgia for you.
Well, here's the thing.
Dude,
I've
good
been there a
stuff.
lot. That's the thing. Their best item on the menu, and like there are times when I would only get this, is their appetizer sampler. So you got mozzarella sticks, you got some green beans, you got like their like quesadilla, but only like
like a half. Of
yeah.
it.
I gotta tell you, Fridays your appetizers. All right.
Dude, they were doing free apps for a while.
No
remember?
way.
Yeah, like last
Oh
year.
shit! They wanted people in.
Yeah, we got fried cheese.
Do you guys remember? And we
This
don't
is
have to
yeah.
talk about a lot of these, but I just want to bring up a couple if we're just gonna talk about them to rank them. Do you guys remember like Friendlies and like Bennigan? You know what I mean? Like those kind of
remember
ones.
Bennigan's.
Friendlies.
Yeah.
I thought Friendlies was more of an ice cream place, but I guess it's not.
It had
They had burgers
food.
and
Yeah.
shit, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they also had ice cream. It's almost like Friendlies was more of a restaurant that had. They were kind of like the inverse of Dairy Queen.
I had this very vivid memory of being like 10 years old. It's like that age where you like think you can eat more,
Yeah.
but then you really can't.
Right.
And we went to Friendlies, and they had like a dessert of like a cookie mint monster or something like that, and it was like a big fucking scoops of like mint ice cream, like shit,
Nice.
like Cookie Monster or something. And I couldn't finish, and my dad was pissed
No way.
because he was like, "You want that? You think you can finish that?" And I was like, "Yeah, I want that. It looks good as shit." And then I couldn't finish it. And he was just like,
Yeah, he's just staring.
Thought you
at
could have
the
that.
whole time.
"Fucking, you pay for this shit?"
He's like putting down the money
Yeah, he's
because like, they
putting
didn't
my-
have cards.
This
Yeah,
is
it's
my
like-
money.
Yeah, but then
So
the cash,
3. Yeah.
cash money. I guess I'll go to the ATM.
Yeah.
Because your boy wants to
His
eat the
mint
ice cream. Thinks he's a big kid now. Yeah, that's my memory of Friendlies.
I want to quickly touch on Red Lobster if we're throwing in.
Yeah, Red
if we're throwing
Lobster's a
in
good one,
Olive
huh?
Garden. I feel
Sure.
like we should just casually mention
Do
Red
it.
Lobster.
Ew.
Do you guys remember Topeka's when that was a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hated
Don
it.
Pablo's.
That was one of the ones that had
Yeah.
fucking peanuts on the floor.
Yeah,
like
like
that was
Texas
like their
Roadhouse.
shtick.
Yeah.
I hate that
Texas
shit.
Roadhouse is that.
I hate
Yeah.
that shit.
No,
That's
no.
why I don't eat there, Mike.
I
It
hate
doesn't
that
hurt
shit.
my feeling. And again, my dad is a big peanuts guy.
I don't eat. People who eat peanuts just
Like,
eat
what
them?
up? What's up with that?
What is that?
Like full peanuts.
Yeah,
in
like
the
boiled
shell.
peanuts.
Or in the shell.
Yeah, I don't know why
Honestly,
this is the peanut
I
symbol.
Yeah, the peanuts.
I don't even think like I don't even think my dad likes peanuts.
Just
I
eat
think
some.
Hey, peanuts here?
I, gotta eat them. I guess I have to eat them.
It's because they're free.
Oh,
You know?
That's a boomer
I
treat.
really hate
That's a
these, but they're-
boomer trait.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm trying to think of a.
Another one, this is kind of more of a steakhouse / all-you-can-eat buffet, but
Ooh, interesting.
Ponderosa.
Oh, I've
I
never
don't
been
know what
there.
that
I've
is.
never been there.
No?
I don't know what that
It's-
is. I never heard of
it's
that.
weird.
Bill
It's
Ponderosa.
It is like the shittiest.
Maureen Ponderosa?
No, it's
No.
like the shittiest steakhouse you can ever get, but they have a buffet. So like you go there and it's like, think of Ryan's or Golden Corral, and it's like maybe a third of what they're serving there, but they have this all you can eat buffet, and then the way they market it is, hey, this is how much it costs for the all-you-can-eat buffet, but for an extra $1, you can get a steak. So really, it's a really shitty steakhouse with an all-you-can-eat buffet, but it's just how are you marketing it?
I think, I think that just made me think of another one, Hooters.
Hooters?
I feel like
Yeah.
that counts, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like that's like a very it started
Yeah, it's
because
not good.
boomer dudes were like,
Farmer dude's looking at boobs.
I don't
Yeah.
think their chicken wings are terrible. I don't think they're terrible. Their fries are trash. Their fries are
Chicken
soggy.
wing- Man.
I'm trying to remember the
You're a
last
Hooters
time I
guy,
went to
huh?
a Hooters.
I'm not. I am not.
Last time at the Hooters?
Yeah.
So Chris
Have we been?
Last time no. I think
Chris
last time I
Gresson
went
and
was
I
like
used to go to Steak
Not
Steak
me.
Quake and Lube.
Not me.
No, you.
Yeah,
Other
Chris,
Chris.
Chris Gresson and I used
Yeah.
to go to Steak Quake and Lube
Yeah.
for like we'd have like a weekly mandate.
Yeah, I was there, Mike.
Sometimes.
I've been there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Mandate.
when we
Mandate you be here.
remember when we got to the point that like, hey, we can't go to Steak Quake and Lube anymore. Like service was no longer good.
Oh, it was
It
bad.
has reached the precipice of
You
shit.
guys are wings people. That's why you're going there.
I'm not a wings
Wait,
person.
I'm not the biggest wing guy, but like we were just going for beer and some food kind of thing. And like, beer and wings,
You switched to
that's the
Hooters.
guy thing.
Is that what you switched to? Is that what you're getting to?
Well, what I'm saying is like we went to the Hooters a couple times.
I didn't go to the Hooters.
We did. And then we went to Smoky Bones.
You
a
went to
couple times.
Hooters without me.
Yeah.
And Smoky
Not
Bones?
good.
Last
Not
time,
good.
last
Smoky
time I was at
Bones and
Hooters-
Bonefish
Last time I was at Hooters in Charleston when Sarah worked there.
Helping Mike.
Yeah, helping Mike out with his
Uh,
finances. No.
Oh, I meant you were there, like as his support.
Oh yeah, that too.
Sure.
I know.
Yeah, I thought Sarah was from the area, from Newport News.
Yeah,
But he met her in Charleston?
no.
She was working in Charleston.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
She got a job.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That was not a good restaurant. Like,
No, it's not. That's why I wanted to mention it because
yeah, definitely consider it. So
Yeah.
now the rest, the entrées are
yeah,
placed in. The candidates have been chosen.
You trying to do top 5?
yeah. So what would we put at
top
5?
bottom 5, whatever.
So we're gonna go from the one should be the shittiest. So we're
Yeah.
gonna
yeah,
what's the 5th worst? I guess.
is it? What's the easiest way to go?
I think it should be Ruby Tuesday.
okay,
Fifth
Get
worst?
that salad bar in
5th
there, but
worst.
without that salad bar, they're nothing. And I think they got rid of the salad bar. I think that's a solid 5.
I
Like
was gonna make them my number 1 worst, but
number 1 worst.
Yeah.
you are outside of
You
your
are
mind.
outside of your gourd,
Okay.
my friend.
well then next.
All right, well, you're the deciding vote. Where should it go? Should 5 be
I think 5 for now.
for now?
5's good.
5's good.
Fine then, I'm going Chili's.
Chili's for what?
I was gonna make it number 5 worst, but I'll
Now
make
it's
it number
4?
4.
Now it's ooh. I can't remember the last time I had Chili's and thought I can't remember the last time I had Chili's.
That was good.
Not
Yeah.
4.
Like maybe 4 is good for them because like they're forgettable, but not like I don't think of them as like so.
Ass.
Yeah,
awful.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. I could go with Chili's. I think depending on what 3 and 2 are, because number 1's in my book already.
I would have thought
Chili's
4 might be Cheddar's too.
Yeah. I was thinking,
That,
Because
that's
the one item, your chicken tenders, if they didn't have it, would you go there?
no.
but here, Cheddar's would be 3.
Oh, okay.
That's fine, and I'll go with you on that one.
Yeah,
Okay. Cheddar's
like
is
on
3.
the same aspect. Like,
Real quick, I know they're really famous for their Monte Cristo. What is that sandwich again? Because we did that
it's
sandwich.
ham.
it's like a croque monsieur deep fried,
Oh.
pretty much.
I'll try it
You
at
would
Cheddar's next
have to
time.
look into it, but I think it's like ham and turkey, and then they throw like a true Monte Cristo throws like powdered sugar.
Yeah, it's like, and then you have like syrup on the side or whatever.
That's interesting.
It's literally, I think it's a ham and Swiss
Yeah.
croque monsieur, battered in like funnel cake and deep fried, and then dusted with powder.
I
and
think
then,
I'd like that.
I'll look it up for you.
We had the sandwich draft, Chris. You didn't pay attention. Mike,
Well,
you didn't watch the sandwich draft?
3.
I haven't got to it yet.
So we all agreed 3 was cheddar.
Cheddar's.
Cheddar's.
2.
2 to me, honestly, late bring up, but TGI Fridays.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
gonna make that my number one, but
Yeah.
Okay.
Friday. I agree
Oh,
with
I
Friday.
know my number one. Yeah.
Look, Fridays is nostalgic for me. Fridays
Okay,
has
so two is not
No.
being too mean to
No,
it.
no. Because like I said when we talked about it, like Fridays is where my mom and I went.
Did you ever get the Mott sticks in the freezer aisle in the grocery store?
Farm Rich? I love those.
No,
Monsters.
the TGI Fridays.
Oh, because they have the
Little
yeah,
flat
they do.
ones,
Yeah,
little
yeah,
flat
you're right.
boys.
Yeah.
Like, did you ever get those?
Nah.
Because we used to get those at home, and they taste dynamite.
Are you a potato skins guy? Like, if that's usually on a appetizer list at these places.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes, like, I gotta be in the mood for like a baked potato. Like, it's too dry for me.
Even like, but like a loaded potato skin
I know
where
what
they
you're
put
saying,
the
it
sour
is-
cream.
and I would
yeah.
need like a gallon of sour cream. All right.
All right. So, sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, you should be.
So, Monte Cristo, ham, turkey, Swiss cheese, dipped into an egg batter, and pan fried or deep fried until golden.
Is
And
this
then-
from the Cracker Barrel? Not Cracker Barrel. Oh,
Cheddars.
Cracker Barrel.
I just got it.
Cracker Barrel late entrant.
That sucks. Yeah.
That's like an extra layer of boomer because those are like old.
That's like the silent generation.
yeah.
The greatest generation.
Yeah.
You know,
I
like,
really want to go that Cracker Barrel.
Bring some grits.
Shut up, Grandpa.
I was saying, is it the Cheddar's website of like the
No.
menu?
I was
yeah.
Wikipedia.
Yeah. So then it's like deep fried and they put powdered sugar on it and then syrup. Yeah.
I kind
And
of want
then
one.
usually it has mustard.
Interesting. That's gotta be a weird.
Can we
I
we
think,
go to
okay,
Cheddar's?
so when I was doing the sandwich
You want
draft,
to? We can go to Cheddar's.
when I was doing the sandwich, shut up.
I don't,
When I was doing the
don't offer a
sandwich,
good time to me.
yeah, sandwich draft. I think I saw that it was actually originated in like Disney.
Oh,
Cristo.
that's kind of cool.
Makes sense.
One of their restaurants down there, and
Okay.
then it just kind of got adopted for other places.
kinda cool.
So interesting.
Yeah.
I
Little
mean, it
tidbit.
doesn't sound awful.
All right, so we said, what was 5?
5 was Ruby Tuesday.
Rubies.
And then 4 was Chili's,
Chili's.
3 was Cheddar's, 2 is...
Fridays.
Fridays.
Fridays. Okay.
Number
Have
1.
you had their frozen Mott sticks, like from the freezing aisle?
Wait,
TGI Fridays, when they have it in the grocery store.
I mean, it's the same whether you get the TGIF or the Sam's Club version or the fucking Great Value or listen, frozen Mott sticks.
No, man, no, because TGI Fridays had the flat, skinny boys.
Dog, they're the same
Flat and
thing.
skinny.
It's all the same.
And then
man.
what about the TGI Fridays like potato skins chips?
Yeah.
Like in the
Yes.
bag.
Yes, I've unfortunately paid money into that shit.
You paid money into it.
I might have paid more money in those than the restaurant. I don't
Yeah.
know. So number 1 to me is Applebee's.
That's
I
gotta
agree.
be. It's gotta be.
Damn,
Yeah.
slam dunk. Like
Yeah.
there's like
You
the
stand alone
epitome
on
of
shit
garbage.
mountain.
Yeah, the epitome of garbage Americana restaurateurism. I made that word up.
Yeah.
Is Applebee's, man.
And I am
like
so glad that they finally went out of
Yes.
business
I wouldn't say
in our area.
I don't know who it was, but thank you. Like whoever
Thank you,
Whoever was the nail in the
It
coffin.
was the mayor, it was the governor, it was some random petition group. Sick.
And I
Like,
just,
I
I
don't
just
know.
really think what eventually happened was, I think you had these younger guys once, because going out to eat is kind of a younger man's game. 20, 30s, that. I sound like an old fucking dude right now, but what I'm saying is,
It's a
like,
young man's game.
Young man's game.
When-
The youths, man, they be out eating.
you know, like, when you're older, you know, like, especially me, like, I gotta make sure, you know, that my bills are paid, make sure, you know, my kids taken care of, you know,
Your
hey, do
bills
I have
are
money to go
paid.
out, that kind of thing. When you're younger, you know, and you're like, I don't have a mortgage, you know, maybe I have a couple of roommates, maybe
You're
I
like,
live with
fuck it,
mom
I'm
and
going
dad,
out.
I have a little more disposable income, I'm going out. I feel like the younger, you know, generation, millennials, Gen Z, no one wants to go to a restaurant that, you know, you can get the same food at a fucking Walmart. You just have to fucking pop it in the microwave or pop it in the oven. And that's what started doing these restaurants, you know, eventually it was this idea of like,
Right.
so you don't have anything in house that you're making
You don't make
special.
fresh this and that.
Yeah.
No.
And because I salute you, like,
But I mean, I think, yeah. So I think with that falling, though, I think at least our city is on the up and up of getting rid of, because Ruby Tuesdays is gone. 'Cause
Right.
now Raising Cane's is over there, which, fantastic. And now Applebee's is gone. I don't know if anything's ever, even if nothing takes over for that land, whatever.
right.
You know, like, I think it's slowly going towards the restaurants that actually take care of their meals and make their own shit, you know, and like you go to Second Street. We go to Second Street a lot, and
Right.
like, you know, there's no like, I'll go to Walmart and just get this in the freezer aisle,
Right.
You know, like you're saying. So like I am definitely looking forward to
And me,
by the time I die, this city having, you know, really good restaurants
and
around
me
here.
personally, I'm okay with replacing these shitty American style restaurants with just fast food. If I am just trying to, if I am just trying
Yeah,
to,
give me
like,
an
hey,
Yeah.
I don't want to cook, or hey, I'm traveling.
Fast casual, maybe.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I would rather stop off and get, you know, a fucking Raising Cane's
Mm-hmm.
than like stopping your room with Tuesdays.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
Yeah, you know, or even like you know, like what is it, the Noodles and Company? They didn't last, but you know, things like that. Or even you know, fuck it, dude. You replace it with a Mexican restaurant. I'm in. You know,
Chi-Chi's.
yeah, a little Chi-Chi's. Let's bring it back. You know, Don Pablo's.
Yeah, I'd be all over that.
Ugh.
All right, degenerates. That's all the time we had today. We hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like or follow us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, or really wherever you get your podcasts. And you can always reach out to us on Instagram or DM. Just look up Gin and Sofa Pod. Gin and Sofa, out.